Wow, this thing's super light. Super light and flickable. Alright, here we go. Traction control is already off. This is only on the rear wheel. Wow. Could do a little jump off of that thing right there. Pitching sideways a little bit. Nice. Alright guys, we're here at the KOVE booth here at the Moto Adv Rally. This here is the 450 Rally made by KOVE, and this is the brand new 800 Adventure. Now there's going to be two different versions of this. There's going to be the standard version Adventure and then the Rally. Now guys, really quick, how many horsepower does this machine have?
95.
95 horsepower. That's pretty impressive. That's what, 30 more than the T7? It's pretty impressive. What about weight? 370 dry. So as it sits loaded right now, 390. That is cool. Less than 400 pounds, folks. Fully loaded and ready to ride. So what are some of the key things I should know about this before I throw a leg on it and launch it to the moon?
It's got, so traction control should be turned on. It's in eco mode, lower power mode.
Okay, so let's take a look. We're going to turn the key on here. Ooh, look at that, some mountains. So we have an up button and a down button.
You hit enter right here, it pulls up our little screen.
Okay.
You can go down to your driving mode and hit enter. See we're in
Sport, eco, and exit.
And then if you go down, you got your ABS options. So you can turn all on.
Oh, sweet.
Off or off. Hit exit, and then we'll go down, traction control. Got standard mode, rain mode, or no traction control.
Nice.
No
off-road mode. Interesting.
No, so this is a pre-production model, so there may be some changes and stuff like that.
Cool.
Of that manner to the production models.
Neat. Sweet. And what are the questions that I have for you?
That's a quick shifter on it.
Okay, quick shifter. Nice. That's cool. Love that. We'll have to play with that. So the motor itself, where's the motor come from?
So it's based off the KTM, but KOVE has redesigned a few things in it to help with reliability and cam wear issues. So
Okay.
as of now, there has not been anything of that manner from there.
Sweet. All right. I'm amazed at how light it feels right off the ground. It's cool. There we go. We got the fire up. Feels robust. So initial out of the gate, wow, that's pretty rad. Traction control kicking in. We'll have to get that turned off here once we get out of camp and we can accelerate or exercise the throttle. I gotta tell you, it feels peppy, that's for sure. Brake levers are really high for my liking. Information, low front tire pressure. It feels good. There's David from Earthseaver BMW out here getting some points at the Moto Adv Rally. All right, let's see. Whoa. All right, first thing I noticed is the red line's pretty low. 9,000 RPMs. So I'm curious where it's going to be RPM wise, just kicking it at a good 75, 80 miles an hour, which is pretty much the average going rate at most highways here in California. So cruising 75, 80 miles an hour, we're looking at 6,000 RPMs, that's not bad. There's a light buzzing in my foot pegs, nothing too crazy. Well, the motor has lots of pep. I'm not feeling a whole lot of engine back pressure or deceleration assistance. It seems pretty free-flowing, more like a diesel motor instead of a gas motor if you've experienced that in the past. Overall seating position feels really good. There's not tons of wind protection. I'm getting quite a bit of dirty air in front of me as I'm accelerating up to normal traveling speeds. Oh yeah, he said it had a quick shifter. Oh, look at that. Super smooth. Up only? Yep. Quick shifter up only. You gotta use the clutch to downshift. Alright, now let's go to enter. Let's go to driving mode. Enter. That was an eco. What? Driving mode, enter. We want to go into sport. Enter. Do I have to hold it? There it is. Let's go driving mode. How do I get to stay in sport, guys? Driving mode, sport. Hold the enter button down. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that did it. That's weird. Sport's highlighted here, but eco has the dot next to it. That's kind of weird. Keep it on sport. Enter till the screen goes away. I wish it would show me. Oh, there it is. It's still in eco. Driving mode. Enter. All right, now we're in sport mode. See if it does anything different. Alright, let's go down to first gear. Alright, we're going to do a side-by-side roll-on comparison. Sport mode versus eco. Ready? We're at 0. Ready? Set. Okay, ready? Definitely feels light coming up and over those little hills. Brakes feel really good. I'm impressed. Man, brakes feel really... Whoa! Just locked it up. No ABS, that's for sure. Wow, this thing's super light. Super light and flickable. Alright, here we go. Traction control is already off. This is only on the rear wheel. Wow. Could do a little jump off of that thing right there. Pitching sideways a little bit. Nice. Oh, maybe not. Definitely washed out and rutted. Could do it, but this isn't my bike. That'd be a fun little road right there, though. Somebody else did it. Look at these tracks right here. Let's ride a little bike up and over there. That's cool. Alright, let's come over here and take this high road. Test out the suspension a little bit more. Man, I'm really digging the pep of this motor. Scorpion Rally STR tires aren't helping with the traction department back there. I'm digging it. $10,000, folks, for a lightweight, middleweight adventure bike. Parallel twin power, just like the best of them. I don't feel like it lugs as good as the T7. So see here, who wants to complain? Almost 100 horsepower versus 70. See, that trail right there goes to a lookout. So here's the deep sand. If you want to go back and compare to my deep sand on the Trans Alp last year, it was definitely more so all over the place. But then I couldn't figure out how to get traction control off that thing for a while either. Oh man, these little prickly bushes. I'm really impressed at how light this bike feels. How the front end just floating through the sand, isn't bearing down, isn't getting bogged down. And these are on like 80% street tires. It's freaking awesome. It's a little hill climb over here. This feels so good. There's the little picturesque spot I was looking for. Dude, definitely very rideable. Rideable and approachable for a mid-size adventure bike. You can see where a lot of other people were struggling down here in the sand, all the little sidewinder marks all over the place. We are not having that effect on this particular machine. Alright. No vehicles. What the hell? Oh, this is the same exact spot. Alright, a couple pictures of this thing up on the hill right there. I really need a profile pic. Not a profile pic. A thumbnail picture, but the sun just isn't cooperating. Yes. Alright. So definitely this could be a commute motorcycle that you could rail off-road on the weekend. Feels good. Suspension feels good. Power delivery is solid. And it just gets up and goes. Again, not quite as, what do you want to call that? Not quite as recoverable from third gear without touching the clutch and giving a little bit of gas, without giving it some clutch and some gas in order to be able to not let it shatter. But overall, man, this thing is super smooth. Ow! Fuck, I got a cactus in my finger. It's getting to a stop. Oh shit. I'm also really digging how clean the cockpit is. Look how nice. Everything's just all put together well. There's not empty holes and empty pockets. They've actually put like a cover or a shield on it. They've made it look really, really finished. And that's something that I didn't think I was going to see. When I first heard that KOVE was coming out with an 800, I thought it was going to be a little bit more rough around the edges. And this here is even a pre-production model. So unless they change all of that during production, which I don't think that they would do, it's just solid. I am absolutely impressed with this guy. They've done a really good job with it. And here we are rolling back up into camp. We got Moto Ventures over there. We got Irv Seaver BMW over here with all of his gear outfitted. You can try on some Alpine Stars, try on some Fox, some Climb. There's Nelson Rig and Rig Gear Adventure. The KOVE, there's a little baby 450 Rally. Motos tires and bark busters. If you need the best tires and the best hand protection, there it is. And of course, mobile motorcycle repair right there. Pretty rad. Over here you can take a Harley Davidson test ride or a Suzuki test ride. So this is the same motor and same size of motorcycle as a Suzuki 800DE. This thing feels way lighter than the 800. It feels a little bit more rattly. That 800DE is super solid machine. Definitely not as flickable or as light as this machine here. It would be interesting to get both of them out, do a little testo comparo between the two. That would be cool. But overall, man, this thing is fantastic. Dude, this is probably my next machine. It is super, it feels super lightweight. It's flickable in the twisties. Acceleration is up. The one biggest difference I want to say as far as the motor goes versus like a T7. T7, you can take it down into third without touching anything, get no throttle, and then just idle back out. This one has a little bit of that chatter. Much more 790-ish instead of T7-ish. But dude, it doesn't, I don't feel the weight at all. Dude, ripping this thing through the sand. Front end was light, just raw. It's impressive. Dude, thanks for bringing it out. Appreciate it. So your guys' shop is up in Utah, and what's it called?
USA Motor Toys is who we are in Mona, Utah.
USA Motor Toys in Mona, Utah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go to link to the shop at the bottom of the screen in the description as well. But man, I think you guys killed it with this 800. It's gonna be fun. So what's the difference between this and the rally version?
The rally version is going to have better suspension. I'm not 100% sure on the specs of that. I just know the suspension is upgraded in the rally version.
Well, thanks guys for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course.
And thank you guys for coming along on a ride with me. If you like this machine or have any questions about it, leave a comment down below and I'll get these guys. I'll reach out to Mr. Gary and ask any questions that you guys have that you're not getting answers to. But there it is. The 800 Adventure from KOVE. You might see one of these in the garage. I might have to ditch the 390 and the 1190 and end up with this guy in the 950. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But it's a neat machine. Definitely worthy. Another Brian Cornelius from Moto. You see his KOVE over here. His 450 Rally. He loves this thing. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
You've been on that KOVE about a year now.
Yeah.
How's the reliability been?
Fantastic.
I mean, it hasn't left you stranded?
No. It's been surprisingly good.
So he loves it.
We got about 1,100 miles on it.
1,100 miles. And those have all been relatively decent dirt miles. You don't really ride this thing on the street a whole ton.
It's just street to get to dirt.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it's been fantastic. I've changed the oil and
Nice.
changed the air filter once, and yeah, well, yeah, happy with it.
All right. This is the Trails End Light right here. RG 1050L.
What it does?
No, and it comes with Scorpion Rally STR, so you got to upgrade to Motos immediately. So way to go. Motos, guys, the best tires out there. You got to put them on your machine. You can find those at manybikes.biz.